hope that you can already hear us. And if so, just feel free to let us know in the chat that you're here with us and you have some kind of questions or whatever. At first, I would love to, let's say, introduce myself a little, but I hope you already know me. So my name is Dominika, and I'm the, let's say, current boss or CEO of Perfect World, which is a language school and also gonna be something even more than that. And with me today, there is Jane. Jane is my friend, and I have been in contact with her for a long, long time. I have to say many years, and I like her. She was my student previously, and I have always liked her style, her being very, let's say, handy, we could say, and even what I also liked about her was her, let's say, wanting to speak English perfectly. So that's also why I decided to invite her. She is a businesswoman, a co-owner of a carpentry company, which means that her company produces furniture and makes some nice things from wood. So this is my, let's say, a little story about Jane. She's here today to tell us a little about her business, about her life, what she does, why she started, and how she enjoys it. You can also see the questions in the middle or somewhere here with us. So these are the ones, the main ones I'm going to ask her about. And I might ask her about something else also. So this is just for your being more comfortable with what I'm going to ask Jane about. At first, Jane, welcome. How do you feel?
Yeah, for start, it's pretty good. So we will see at the end. So thank you for inviting me.
You are welcome.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, this is the same for me. I feel really happy that you accepted my invitation. Good, Jane. So could you tell me at first, maybe just quickly, a little about you, which is not our question written here, but could you just tell us a little bit where you are from, how old you are, whether you have got kids, what your hobbies are, and so on?
Yes, I live close by the Pilsen in a little city. Well, this is city, Nijane. And I have 2 children. I'm 50. And my hobbies, I like traveling really a lot. Reading, swimming, what else? We also share together a love of sauna, right?
That's true.
Yeah, and I think it is many other things. So that was the main what I remembered.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Perfect. You're also a businesswoman, which is what I've already said. And I can start with the first question. I would like to ask you whether you could describe what you do for living.
Yeah, me and my husband, we own jewelry, and we design and produce wooden things, how you mentioned. So mostly there are wooden windows, doors, furniture, and we design interiors completely for our clients. And what else? Yeah, one important thing or very interesting is beautiful sets for window gardens. And we specialize in fire windows and replicas of historical windows.
Awesome. And what are fire windows good for?
Fire windows. There are some rules in where you build some new house or something. And it is about protection against the fire, especially hospitals, offices, houses for old people. They have to have this fire windows, and there are a few numbers, minutes. It is about minutes. How long this window or door have to, to be barrier against the fire.
Okay, it makes sense. It's nice. And so how many minutes is it usually?
This 15 and 30 is most often.
Okay, so it's a long resistance, yeah. So these doors or windows can resist the fire for about 15 or 30 minutes. Wow, awesome. Nice job. Thanks, Jane. Okay, let's have a look at the second question. I would love to continue and ask you, when did you start doing this job? And why did you choose particularly this branch?
Yeah. Generally, it wasn't my first choice. It was quite a long way from my first idea or what I studied. I'm graduated from business school, and after school I worked at in banking for a few years. I worked there, and I have to say, even though it sounds like a really boring job, I enjoy it because we communicated with clients, so it was sometimes very interesting and funny, and we help establish the new branches. So it was my favorite part of this job, one of them, and it was really interesting. But with two children, after maternity leave, it wasn't so easy to return back for a long day, all day shifts. So I engaged fully in our family business. So it is my way, and now I'm in a completely different type of business. But I like it. It is a really nice job.
Okay, so it means that your husband had started this business before you joined him, right?
Yes. My husband started. Of course, I helped him, but not for fully, how to say?
Yeah, fully. It's just enough. I see. Okay, perfect. Wow. So how long have you been doing it? So how long have you been in this business?
No, my husband started after revolution, Violet Revolution, or how?
Yeah.
Velvet, yeah, right, Velvet.
Yeah, okay, well done.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so it is really a long time what we have this company.
Okay. And when did you join him? Can you remember the year or?
2007.
Wow. Has been a long, long time. Awesome. Okay. Is it, let's say, kind of job rather for men, or do you think that also women can be active in this branch?
It depends what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, I don't work in production with big machines and CNC and so on. I have different duties, so it's completely okay for women.
Exactly. Yeah. You just sit on a chair with a computer, right?
Yeah, mostly, but not only this.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jane. Awesome. I like it. Let's have a look at the next question, which is the number 3. And I'd like to ask you, what do you like most about doing your job? So what do you enjoy?
Yeah, maybe we'll a little bit touch this if you ask me about differences between men and women. That I like best the variability. Yeah, and every day is different, sometimes very different, and because we are smaller company, so my work is very colorful. So I discuss with clients, with suppliers, I arrange things at bank, participate exhibitions. It is a lot of things, and really I like it. I can create my schedule or my program by my own, so it is big advantage. Of course, not every day, but mostly yes. So,
Okay, exactly. This is something I completely get, and I have one more question. So, what you described was mostly focused on people and being with people, communicating with people, talking to people, whether it's on the phone or in person. So, do you like this? Do you enjoy the communication and being among others?
yeah, I like communication with people. Really, I like it, and my specialty is kitchen units. So I created with clients their dreams kitchens. I we chose the appliances. We talk about materials, how they want to made it, and a lot of other things. I remember our favorite from or my favorite from last year. It was a kitchen in the style of architect Adolf Loos from 20s, and it was really amazing because we spent a lot of time with choosing retro appliances in the specific color. We mixed our own paint for these doors to look very similar like the client wants, and adjusted all the details. It was very nice, and I was surprised. So I know how is the idea, and I look in production how looks this parts of furniture of this kitchen. But when I saw the final result, it was so nice. I was surprised, and the clients they were exciting also. They told me that the kitchen looked like it had been in their family villa forever.
Wow.
Yes, it was really nice job.
It's an awesome experience. And is this also the answer for the next question, which sounds, is there any interesting experience you have ever had while working? Is it this one, or would you like to tell me about something else?
No, it was one from my work, but I have different, not experience maybe, but interesting special order. We made and set up a chapel with beautiful stained windows.
Okay.
In prison. Yeah, that's why it is interesting. In prison in Plzeň Dvory. And the design was created by well-known architect David Vávra. I think that he has few some shows in television, and the religious prisoners, they converted one of the cellars into this chapel, and then they worked for free as a part of their therapy. They created crosses to this chapel, and I think the other things. So it is a little bit funny job to be in prison and could go out.
Exactly. I guess it's nice, it's something which makes sense. So yeah, this is a very nice experience. Okay.
This was really, really nice because they waited for it from 50s to last century. So every in this building was glad for this.
Yeah, everyone was happy.
Yes, they were.
To have it finished. Wow. Can we see it? Can people see it? Like, normal people? Not
I don't think so.
Okay. So one has to be a prisoner to see the chapel.
Yeah. I think it is better to be out of this.
It is definitely better, yeah, to be free. Okay, Jane, thank you for sharing your nice experience. Next question is, what is your vision, your future vision, as far as your job is concerned?
Future vision, mostly it is to make our customers as satisfied as usual or as possible.
As possible.
Ideally even more. Of course, it is a good tool in competition. And because you asked me for my age, so you know my age, and my husband is a little bit older, so we don't have some big dreams to create some special and more special. So we wanted to work good, have our satisfied customers, and I think that's all.
This is nice. Okay, so you want to do a good job.
Definitely, yes.
Okay, perfect. Super, let's move on. So next question is, how can you and your company help people change their lives for the better?
Better. Yeah, I believe, and my clients or their reviews confirm it, that we are able to what maybe breathe new life into their houses and improve their mood, because people are obviously happier in new interiors, in interiors what they want. Um, um, uh, Sometimes this new, specifically the kitchen, they motivated to cook more. They buy the cookbook, and they really love the cooking in this new kitchen because it is different. If it is new and nice, so I think it is that it is nice feeling. And we have very positive feedback about our winter gardens. It is usually the most popular room in their houses, and I know it because we have the winter garden also. And it is it is glazed, and often you have a view into the garden or some nice countryside. No, it is beautiful job and beautiful view from these rooms.
Okay, awesome. And so, can you just tell me a little bit more about winter gardens? So, what does such a garden look like? So, what can one find there, or what do you do, or what do you maybe make? So, are there any, let's say, special kind of benches or whatever, or I don't know, wardrobes or tables or what?
Well, it is many difference of this, of course, but main thought of the main point is that if you imagine a room with you have walls around and you have windows if it is the outside room, but the winter garden usually have windows, not walls, only windows in
I
front
see.
of it, from floor to the highest top what is possible. So
Okay,
that's
so this
why
is
it is
what you.
so nice, because you can see everything and you are a little bit outside and still inside, and you can work and watch birds and I don't know, leaves how to fall in these days.
Exactly. Yeah. Not bears, but birds.
Yeah, so if you
Maybe
have
cats
this
also,
kindergarten in America somewhere, so bears maybe too, but yeah, I maybe change these animals.
this
Yes,
is fine. You can see
bears
whatever.
was better, of course, definitely.
Yeah, but this is nice. Okay, so what you make is the window, yeah? So the window construction is what you are able to prepare.
Yeah, it is only windows, or it is like a glass wall,
Yeah, yeah,
and
makes
you
sense.
can move it
Mm-hmm.
and open it during the summer and have the space, the fresh air.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I think I need it. Okay.
Yes.
Nice. Thanks a lot, Jane. This is awesome. It was a great answer. Let's have a look at the next question. And this is the pre-last one, the last but one. And it sounds, who is your customer? So tell me more. Who is your client?
Yeah, customer usually our clients are usually people who are building or repairing their houses, flats, or people who have moved. Or quite often they just need a change. They wanted some change, or won't realize their idea or dream from the past when they didn't have enough money for it. So it is a variable part of people. And of course, the big part of orders is from bigger companies like architects or constructions companies, hospitals, schools. We work for schools many often. Yeah, I think it is a lot of other
Yeah.
different
Okay.
companies. So in our production, you can see our employees working on a wardrobe for a lady, and for close by historic windows for chapel or for some monastery or equipment for a large hotel. I think that our guys, our employees, they like it also because they work every maybe week for different tools on different contracts, and they travel time to time because we have clients in Germany, for example. Prague is our or we have there a lot of customers. So I think that
Okay.
they like it, or they love it. They love it too. It is not still the same work for them.
Exactly. This is nice. And so, how many employees are there in your company?
Now we have 9 because these machines can work like the other employees. Because,
Yeah.
for example, how I mentioned the CNC machine, it is really big, very handy, clever machine. We can say it about the machine. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so 9 people. Nice. This is nice. Okay, thanks a lot. And the last question, Jane, sounds what would you recommend people who would like to start their own business? So this is a tricky question, so let's go.
Yes, it is tricky. Maybe I wouldn't dare to give any advice here. I think that people can have a good or great job as employees. They could have a perfect company that is doing great. Everything is possible. It depends on many things. Maybe I would mention that the people, it is important to know or to say how is their idea about their future life, how what is their dream, what is their target, if they are counting on the fact sometimes that the owner very often comes first, it, and leaves last. And for me, most importantly, if they would want to employ other people, that there are a lot of responsibility about the employees and their families. It's not so easy to find for them every month the work. Yeah, so with this, I think it would be many other things. And I think that the amount of money for the start of business is very important too. Yeah, it plays a big role. So maybe it is question for some specialist, some advisor.
Okay, but it was a nice answer. Definitely, you're right that the responsibility is important, the vision is important. Well done. That was awesome. I liked it. Thanks a lot. Okay, Jane, before we finish, which is going to be in a few minutes, I would just like to ask you my very last question. And this is, how did you learn English so well?
Yeah, I started with you because I spoke. You remember it? Maybe it was.
I remember everything.
Yeah, so it was what a
A1,
zero.
A1 minus.
Maybe okay. So I started. I think about 4 years. It is 4 years ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago, plus minus 4, 5, 4
Yeah.
maybe. With you, with intensive course, with your instructor, and then I had lessons with you, so I enjoyed it a lot. I love it really. And then followed the conversation club with you again, and it was perfect. because I I learned how to speak with someone. Yeah, so that's all now. I try to learn myself at home, but I think it's minimally 3 hours a week. And I have two friends, and we speak in English. Not when we wanted to talk about our lives and job and I don't know holiday, so we talk about it in English. So it is by your advice. So
Exactly. This is the best. This is the best to practice. Let's say often with somebody you know. Okay, I like it. Thank you very much, Jane, for sharing everything you have shared with us. I do really appreciate your being so brave to be my very first guest in this special program. Thank you very much. And did you enjoy it?
no, thank you too.
Okay. And did you enjoy our conversation?
um yes, I enjoy it, but I don't know how I enjoy it when I maybe check the YouTube channel. I don't know, but yes, I enjoy it.
And
I
this is
know. I like
important,
to speak with people, I like it really.
Perfect. I really appreciate that you didn't say no. And this is the most important. Thanks a lot. And there is our first feedback. So there is maybe a question, but we must be very quick. So I would like to ask you these questions. Do you also gather experience from foreign countries? Please, what inspires you? Okay, Jane. So just very one little question for the very end is if you get inspired in your job, let's say in the foreign countries or abroad. So do you get inspired somehow in Germany or can you tell us?
Yes, yes. Um, we um, we noticed a lot of things, and when we saw some interesting buildings, some interesting creation, so we take photos or write some what how
Description.
yes, description, how to look, and of course when we saw something what is really wrong, how they want to do it, it is definitely bad style how to create these windows. And yeah, and if we talk about abroad, we visited their exhibitions in Milano, for example. There are really nice and very famous exhibition with furniture and other appliances and lights and everything.
Wow, perfect. Okay, thank you for sharing. Guys, whether or if you have any other questions and you would like to ask Jane or me about anything, just feel free to let your comments in the comments. And I would like to invite you for my next interview, which is gonna be next week. So just stay tuned and you'll see each other soon. So have a nice time. And Jane, we are going to say goodbye to our listeners. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Thank you, Jane, once again.